Picture this. You're in Las Vegas, the city of neon lights, luxury hotels, and unforgettable nights. It's your birthday, and you're surrounded by the people you love, enjoying good food and laughter. The night feels perfect, like a celebration that will turn into a cherished memory. But in the span of a few moments, joy turns to panic, and celebration becomes tragedy. This is exactly what happened to Hallmark star Michael Heslin, whose life was cut short during a birthday trip to Las Vegas. Now, his grieving husband is filing a lawsuit, claiming that what should have been a night to remember ended in disaster because the restaurant staff allegedly failed to take life-saving action. Michael Heslin wasn't just another actor in Hollywood. He was a rising talent, steadily building a name for himself in the competitive world of television and film. Fans admired him for his roles in the Paramount Plus series Special Ops, Lioness, where he starred alongside Zoe Saldana, and for his charming performance in the holiday-themed TV movie The Holiday Plan. On screen, he brought charisma and warmth, capturing the hearts of audiences. Off-screen, friends and colleagues described him as kind, genuine, and someone who lit up every room he entered. His career was on the rise, and many believed he had a bright future ahead of him in Hollywood. In June 2024, Michael traveled to Las Vegas to celebrate his birthday. Like countless others, he wanted to enjoy the energy of the Strip, with its endless entertainment, fine dining, and glamorous nightlife. That night, Michael and his loved ones went to Javier's restaurant, a popular and upscale Mexican restaurant located inside the ARIA Hotel. Known for its lively atmosphere and high-end menu, Javier's was meant to be the perfect spot for a special birthday dinner. But the evening quickly turned tragic when Michael suddenly went into cardiac arrest while dining at the restaurant. Cardiac arrest is one of the most time-sensitive medical emergencies a person can face. Every passing second is critical. Medical experts explain that when someone's heart stops, immediate CPR can make the difference between life and death. Each minute without chest compressions or aid decreases survival chances by about 10%. In Michael's case, those precious minutes are at the center of a heartbreaking lawsuit. According to court documents, Michael's husband, musician and YouTuber Scotty Dynamo, claims that the restaurant staff failed to take any life-saving action when Michael collapsed. The wrongful death lawsuit, filed on September 18, 2024, in Clark County District Court, states that staff members did not perform CPR or make any serious attempt to keep Michael alive while waiting for emergency responders. For Scotty, the pain of losing Michael is devastating enough, but believing that his death might have been preventable adds another layer of heartbreak. The lawsuit argues that had the staff acted swiftly, Michael might still be alive today. For Scotty Dynamo, this loss is personal in every possible way. He and Michael had been open about their relationship, sharing their journey with fans through social media and public appearances. Their love story inspired many, showing what true partnership looks like. Scotty often described Michael as not only his husband, but also his soulmate and best friend. In the wake of Michael's sudden passing, Scotty has shared emotional tributes about the man he planned to spend the rest of his life with. Filing this lawsuit isn't just about seeking justice. It's about holding those responsible accountable, raising awareness, and making sure no one else has to suffer the same fate. The allegations against Javier's restaurant raise tough questions about responsibility and preparedness. Should restaurant and hotel staff be required to know CPR and basic emergency response? In some industries, like aviation, employees undergo mandatory training to handle medical emergencies. But in restaurants, even in high-traffic tourist destinations like Las Vegas, the standards are far less strict. The thought that no one stepped in to attempt CPR on a young man in cardiac arrest is shocking to many. Whether or not there was a legal obligation, some argue there was at least a moral duty to try. The tragedy has rippled far beyond the walls of that restaurant. Michael's death stunned Hollywood, where colleagues and fans alike struggled to process the loss of a young actor with so much potential. Social media was flooded with tributes and condolences, with many remembering his warmth, talent, and promising career. For fans who had watched him on screen, the news was almost impossible to believe. One moment he was celebrating life, and the next, he was gone. This lawsuit doesn't just tell the story of one man's death, it may also spark change. If the courts side with Scotty Dynamo, The case could set a precedent that forces restaurants, hotels, and other venues to re-examine their responsibilities in medical emergencies. It might mean mandatory CPR training for staff, more accessible defibrillators in public spaces, and greater accountability for businesses when lives are at risk. For now, the legal process is only just beginning. Wrongful death lawsuits are often lengthy and complex, involving expert testimony, witness statements, and questions of liability. Javier's restaurant and the ARIA Hotel have not publicly commented on the allegations at the time of the filing. But the case will be closely followed, not just by those in Las Vegas, but across the country, as it could reshape how businesses handle emergencies in the future. At the heart of all this, though, is a man whose life ended far too soon. Michael Heslin's death is more than a headline. It's a personal tragedy for the loved ones he left behind. He will be remembered for his talent, his kindness, and the joy he brought to those around him. For Scotty, no court ruling or settlement will ever bring Michael back, but his fight for justice may help prevent another family from experiencing the same loss. As we reflect on Michael's story, we are left with haunting questions. Could his life have been saved if CPR had been performed? Should businesses be held accountable for failing to take action in emergencies? And most importantly, what can be done to make sure tragedies like this do not happen again? While the answers may take time, one thing is certain: Michael Heslin's legacy will live on, not just through his roles on screen, but through the love he shared with Scotty and the push for change his death has inspired. In the end, what was meant to be a night of celebration in Las Vegas turned into an unimaginable loss. And now, through grief and heartbreak, a lawsuit seeks to uncover the truth and hold those responsible accountable. Michael Heslin's story is one of talent, love, and a life gone far too soon. And though he is gone, his memory will continue to shine bright in the hearts of those who loved him and in the fight for justice that carries his name forward.